This is 101 Amazing Facts About the Movies, Volume 2, written by Jack Goldstein and narrated by Jason Zenobia. Introduction. For how many of his James Bond film appearances did Sean Connery wear a wig? What are the Wookie costumes in Star Wars made from? How did Rocky earn enough money to open up a pet shop in the original script for the first film in the series? And how many times are the words Elm Street spoken in the first Nightmare on Elm Street film? I'll shortly be answering all of these questions and more as we discover over 100 amazing facts about the movies. So if you're ready to find out all the secrets from behind the scenes of some well-known and some not-so-well-known movies, let's start things off with some fascinating general facts. General facts. In many scenes during Moulin Rouge where Nicole Kidman is filmed from the waist up, she was actually sitting in a wheelchair having suffered a serious injury. In the film Pretty Woman, when Richard Gere snaps the necklace box shut, making Julia Roberts' character jump a little then laugh, it was totally unscripted, and this was Julia's genuine reaction. Watching scary movies burns more calories than any other genre. Does this sound familiar? It should. This is a sound effect called the Wilhelm scream, which has been used in over 200 movies since its first appearance in 1951. Now that you know what it sounds like, keep listening for it, and you'll start hearing it in all kinds of movies. The first Saw movie only took 18 days to film. Shrek was amazingly modeled after a real person, a professional wrestler called Maurice Tillett. Pixar's movie Up was the first ever animated film to open the prestigious Cannes Film Festival. Every single member of both the cast and crew of The Thing, the 1982 version, was male. The Hollywood sign originally said Hollywood Land and cost $21,000. In real life, Sissy Spacek, who played Carrie, was voted Homecoming Queen. James Bond. According to the novel You Only Live Twice, Bond's parents were Scottish and Swiss, and he grew up in two countries, Germany and France. 3/4 of the women James Bond has slept with have tried to kill him. The scene in Goldfinger where James Bond scuba dives into a compound, then removes his wetsuit to reveal a perfectly dry tuxedo, is amazingly based on a real event. MI6 agent Peter Tazalar scuba dived into the grounds of a Nazi-controlled casino, removed his wetsuit revealing his dry tuxedo, then rescued 2 fellow spies who were being held captive by the Nazis. In the original novels, James Bond wields a Beretta 418. However, this was changed for the movie Dr. No, when a fan wrote to author Ian Fleming and gave him the opinion that a Beretta was a lady's gun, and the Walter PPK would be a much more manly replacement. From Russia with Love was the last film that JFK saw before he was assassinated. Sean Connery wore a wig for every one of his performances as James Bond. Pierce Brosnan was contractually forbidden from wearing full black tie dress in any non-James Bond film between 1995 and 2002. Liam Neeson was offered the role of James Bond for the 1995 film Goldeneye. However, he turned it down. Neeson said he didn't want to star in action movies. Perhaps the most unusual choice ever to have been considered for the role of James Bond is Welsh singer Tom Jones. An ex-U.S. Marine called Johnny Stompanato once stormed onto the set of a Bond movie that Sean Connery was making with his girlfriend, actress
Sample complete. Ready to continue?